So as this battle is going to play out, I'm going to be doing sort of a commentary on it. This battle is going to be somewhat of a special battle. Oops. That up there. And, well, we'll see. This is my third time recording this. So, this battle is going to it starts off as your typical random battle on Glacier. Couldn't think of the name of it for a second. You have the majority of your heavy tanks going north. You have your light tanks fighting for mid. And your mediums and tank destroyers kind of taking south. I didn't think of anything about this battle. I thought this one was going to start off fine. The two 7032s. We're going to be pretty strong up here on the heavy side. By poking in the corner, I'm going to sit here and wait for something to drive out. Normally, stuff does. But not this time. This guy. So that was very unexpected. Getting a nice little double shot in a battle. It's going to be my only double shot in this battle. But that was a very nice one. Despite him just throwing away his tank. So here with the IS-5 and the Super Pershing, the way that they're sitting kind of prevents us from pushing around, because they have a nice little hull down spot that the Super Pershing is a little bit of he's a little unaware of. It kind of shocks me a bit. But anyway, I'm just now letting them poke, aiming for weak spots very quickly, and kind of lucking out on RNG a little bit. I will say that. And then the IS-5 and then the Super Pershing, I was a little bit on the lucky side, I think. The battle's not developing very well. We are plus 300 hit points currently. However, it's 1 to 3. The enemies still have 14 guns in play. We have now, notice that when I drove out there to try to get a shot on that IS-5, I got hit by a light tank. That light tank. That light tank is going to be a problem. For me, specifically. And he's going to be, for him up there being annoying, it's going to make me make a decision that I normally wouldn't make on this map. So I really want to get that Super Pershing dead. I really want that IS-5 dead, but I don't want to drive around and get shot by that LHM, that light tank. So I take another shot, it hits the glacier edge of the ice, and then I get shot by the light tank again. So at this point, I've decided I'm going to... Something has to do something with that light tank. I noticed, if looking at the map down here, that there is nothing here but the Super Pershing. So I decide I'm going to turn around, I'm going to drive into the middle, and I'm going to try to get up onto this carrier. I want that light tank dead, and this might give us the advantage on this 1-2 line. So currently though, we are up 2,000 hit points. We have 2,000 more than the enemies do, but we're still down a tank. And now we're down to 1,800 hit points. The battle is still anybody's at this point. And then, well, bit of a derpy moment there, running into the dead tank. I made it to the top of the hill. I see the light tank there. I'm thinking, I am going to kill him. Then I get spotted by something. I think it was the Pershing, I don't know. I still can't really tell, despite this being the third time through this replay. But Scorpion, or the Pershing, is dead. And look who I found up on the hill. The Samoa SM is now on the hill, or up here on the carrier. This guy, I'm going to pause it here in a second. This guy is one of the several who decided to message me at the end of the battle. And well, I guess the name of this is gonna give it away, but yeah. First shot of mine goes into him right there. Fairly easy shot to make. You know, I have a really high chance of penning that round. It's only a Smo after all. So I'm backing off, and he hits me right here. Shell ricochets, because the 703's frontal armor is very good. That was probably the SG-130 PM or the Scorpion. I don't know who that was, but it came from behind. Hits my track, and I hit him. Nope, I guess I can't put my gun down. Right here, on the commander's hatch. So I have now fired both of my rounds, and he fired his fourth one, just went over top. Apparently, that's all he had loaded. Now I know he's on reload. I just got shot at again. But now he's on reload. I don't want to push him entirely. I don't want to push around without having both of my rounds loaded. Because I could always low roll and leave him alive. So of course, that's exactly what happens. I low roll very well, a very low roll, and alive. But he's dead now. Apparently, that makes me a cheater. Moving on. I noticed the Super Pershing tried to get a shot on me. Of course he didn't, but I'm still paranoid about where that light tank is, because I haven't seen him yet. So I'm gonna drive up here and see if I can get a shot on top of the Super Pershing, and I do, but I fuck it up. Goes into the mantle, gets absorbed, and well, he's still alive. But the IS-4, or the IS-5 on the other hand, doesn't even know that I'm here. Now he does. And the Super Pershing, well, he makes a mistake, because I have two guns. I've only fired one of them. So the IS-5 is dead, Super Pershing is dead, and now we're down to 8, or it's now 8 to 10, and they have the hit point advantage now. So this is starting to look pretty bad for the team. I decide I'm gonna try to come off the carrier. Maybe all three of us up here will stop and go towards the base. There's that light tank. That light tank got off the hill somehow, off the carrier, without being seen. So now I know for sure he's definitely not up there. But when I decided I'm actually going to stay on the carrier, because I can provide cover support, cover fire for these two teammates over here, because I know that they're on our base from that right there. You know, one of them just drove over the base, and it was probably the light tank. So I'm going to pull up here where the Samoa is still smoldering, and give him a bit of a push. See if I get him off the hill, but it requires a little bit of work, so I'll back off. Then I get spotted. I don't know by who, because I don't see them, and I'm still paranoid about that light tank. You see, I turned around. I'm not looking this way. Artillery misses the rev a little bit. Still stuns him. I look behind me again, but there's the light tank right there. So I'm thinking, who was the one spotting me? And I think it was that Type 59. Type 59 is going to try to poke me. I fire, because he was not going to sit there long enough for me to aim fully. I bounce, he bounces. It's fine. I'll just sit here and maybe get another shot on him if he pokes again. I'm telling my platoon mate at this point, I want him to stay alive. And then a wild 130 appears. You'd be stupid to not take advantage of a 130 in an open area like this. But so I put both of my rounds into him, leave him on 382 hit points. The Type 59 is still trying to kill me, and still failing. But I'm interested in this SU. I fired at the SU thinking that my round would go through that broken ship. Most of the time when you fire at a destructible object or something like a fence, wall, whatever, your shell goes through it, but unfortunately for me, it didn't go through that time. But you notice, as I poked that SU-130, I got hit by a Scorpion G, which was last spotted over here at F0. So now I know he's over here somewhere. But that SU-130 PM is now running away in the open field, and I don't want him to get away. So I take the chance, kill him, and I was expecting to take some hits in return, but I didn't. Well, I did, but it bounced. But here, that LHMTV, that light tank, was last spotted at the bottom of this hill. I don't know when he got there, because I was not focused on the map at all when I was killing that SU-130 PM, but after I had killed him, I looked at the map and noticed he was last spotted at the bottom of this little hill here to get up on the carrier. I noticed that, and because I don't know when he was there, I decided to turn around. He's going to be an important target to go after because I don't want him to flank me and start taking hit points off me. So I'm going to come around the corner. I notice that he's not here. He is now there. But you notice how I started turning to the left because I was just about to turn around when he appears. Puts a round into my side, unfortunately, but I punish him back with a high roll, 425 hit points. I'm now sitting on a very healthy 5,600 damage. Very, very happy with this game. Even if we were to lose it now, I would have been very happy. 3,000 blocked, definitely pulling my own weight, and a little more. But the battle's not over, so I'm going to climb up to the top here with back behind the dead Samoa. And now my platoon mate does something that I didn't want him to do. Because he was doing really well where he was. But, well, we all make poor decisions. There's the Scorpion. Unfortunately, I'm unable to do anything about him. The Type 59 is still trying to kill me. Now Progetto 46 is over ahead of me somehow. Don't know where he is. Well, I know location. I pinged it. But unfortunately, my platoon mate dies. Scorpion gets him. And the Scorpion is not going to poke me. Hit by artillery, which is rather annoying. But I'll continue on. I'm going to try and poke out here. And now I'm going to try and poke that Type 59. I want to get him spotted. Fortunately for me, he's able to outspot me. I have bonded equipment on this 703. My maximum view range is like 460 meters because of the bonded optics. But I'm still unable to spot him. Which means I'm thinking he's probably running a camouflage crew on that tank. He's gotta be. To be within that much into my view range, just still being unspotted without being behind actual cover. So I'm gonna turn around because there's two capping the base and ooh, surprise! Light tank. Bit of a extra bit of damage and oh! Second surprise! The Scorpion G came after me. Okay, so I'm gonna back off. That Scorpion, by the way, could have easily have killed me. I fired one of my rounds at the LA Jam light tank, and I fired my second round at the Scorpion. But that was like 2 seconds after he had shot me, which means he would reload first. So I was fully expecting him to rush me and kill me at this point. But he decides to stay. And that's his decision. A decision that's going to be, it's going to cost him his life. Around the corner. Oops. Let's do that so I'm not in not in free cam here. Speed it up a bit. Poke around the corner. There he is. Kill him. Done. Unfortunately, though, they captured the base. They decided the Progetta 46 and the Type, they decided to stay at the base and capture. That was the smarter thing for them to do. That is why they won the battle. However, it's not like I didn't leave my mark on that battle. 6,119 damage dealt. 4,240 blocked. That is a fairly good game. Other than the loss. But over half the enemy team, because of how many messages I got after taking screenshots of the after battle results, thought that I was cheating. A good majority of them thought I was cheating. Some of them thought I was hacking. And well, you guys saw the replay. This is why this battle was a special replay. Special because I wanted to do a little bit of running commentary on it, kind of explaining what I was going through, kind of going a little bit of going what was through my head at that point. Stuff that I was thinking about, the decisions that I make, and how I'm still alive and they're not. This was a fairly amusing battle for me, especially all of the messages I was getting from people in this one battle after it. I don't know why they all thought that I was cheating. It confuses me, honestly. The 1:30 p.m. and the Scorpion G were platooned up. The 1:30 p.m. was one of those players that was constantly messaging me after the battle, like not just one message and then like blacklist or move on, but more than one, more than 5 actually. Him and the Samoa SM. So you saw how I killed the Samoa. Fairly simple. He doesn't know how to aim, and I killed, put both my rounds into his turret, which is easily penned. And he tries to get away, and I put both 2 rounds into him again. Double barrel tank, I have 2 rounds. 1:30 p.m. for some reason was in the open in a tank destroyer that should never be in an open field or an open area like that, and I took advantage of it. Simple as that. Just, I want to say outplayed, but technically it's just, him making a very, very poor decision, and I took advantage of it. But between me and my platoon mate, we had 9 of the 12 kills on the team. Unfortunately, not a crucial contribution or anything. Would have been nice. But yeah, that's it. That's the battle. That's the battle that made the majority of the enemy team think that I was cheating. Despite, if I was cheating, then how did I lose? Right? How would I have lost that battle? I don't even know where to even start. I'm thinking of cheating. Oh, it gave me a good laugh, at least at the end of the battle. Now definitely my personal record of how many people I piss off in one battle. I'll show the after battle results, and then end it there.